that you're going to be here at pretty much even odds. I mean, what's the difference? Anybody can say that, and rolling the dice is called probability and statistics. You're here because of probability and statistics. 3.5 billion base pairs in your DNA. You're arguing for the complexity of life, which is an argument on the side of the designer. You're taking an argument from a designer standpoint and trying to make it sound like it can happen by chance. It doesn't. It does not compute by probability and statistics. It does not. Hold on a second, Jay. You had your hand up?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say something. The odds are not 1 in 7 billion. The odds have to be calculated by the amount of sperm meeting each egg, going back generation to generation to generation to generation, 2 people, man, woman. The odds are so much greater than 7 billion. The odds are infinitesimal, because you have to multiply.
Okay.
I'm going to 1,000 times 1 in 1,000.
I'm not going to argue with what your point is, okay? But I will tell you this, that if you go back and study probability and statistics about his DNA, okay, you're talking about a DNA, what you're talking about, a unique DNA he has. And if you want to do probability, that does not compute with probability and statistics, because he could be anybody, and everybody's a different person, and their probability of being there is the same. But now you talk using that and trying to say popping up universes. What kind of logic is that? That's not a very good analogy. Okay? It's not a good analogy. Popping up universes without any basis at all. Popping up from what?
The same thing that popped us up. Our universe.
Oh, so the same thing that popped us up with no basis.
Well,
no
if
basis
you believe
at all.
in the Big Bang,
I have a basis for why you're sitting here.
You don't believe in the Big Bang, but for those who believe there was a Big Bang, and scientists do believe in the Big Bang, even the long list of scientists that you rattled off, I dare say all of them still believe in the Big Bang, because if you trace the universe, expanding universe back, it does go back to a central point.
Well, that sounds like a biblical account.
Could be, there could have been a God that created the Big Bang. I've never denied that. I'm just saying that there's no proof that there was.
There's no proof.
Your concept.
There's no proof from a scientific basis that God started it all. I agree. But honestly, the evidence says something did, not chance. Because you don't have, if you're the best scientist in the world, you don't have answers to those questions. And those are the basic questions in the universe and physics. You can't answer any of them.
So you tell me why God sat in his butt for an infinite number of millenniums until he decided to do it.
He's God, he doesn't have to tell
Right.
He could have been creating
you need to understand the concept of God. Okay, there is a concept of God. Okay, first of all, he's unknowable in terms of where he came from. That's not knowable. And he's sovereign, which means he does whatever he wants. So I don't know what he did, and I don't care why he did what he did. Okay, he does say in the Bible why he did what he did. But my point is, has he been here forever? That's what Christianity teaches. I would imagine most of the God-like, religions teach an eternal God. But I will say this to you: there's something that's eternal. Is that wrong? Is there something that's eternal? Can it be that nothing is eternal?
Well, some people argue that time is not eternal, but that's beyond my level of intelligence.
Oh, well, my point is there something that's eternal? I mean, can we be here if there was nothing that was always here? Whether it be the universe, or matter and energy, or whether it be God. Something is eternal, and you can't argue logically against it. Yes, sir?
Okay, universe fine-tuned for life.
Yes.
What is it, a couple billion years? Our sun is supposed to go, what about life on Earth when that happens?
It won't be fine-tuned anymore.
That's right, it won't be, but the design...
But you're missing the point. It's not relevant to my point.
Not to do away with us, but why doesn't he fine-tune the sun to burn forever?
I'd say that if you ever had the privilege of meeting God, you could ask me that question. I don't have the answer. I will say this, though. That does not change the argument. Those concepts are what they are. If they weren't, we wouldn't be here. And the question is who decided it would be. Some pop-up artist? What is it? Who made those decisions? Yes? You haven't been here for so long, I can't remember your name.
That's all right, just as well.
Well, I want to know your name.
Harvey.
Harvey, that's right, I'm sorry, Harvey.
Current scientific thinking, which includes Mr. Hawking, is that there's multiple universes out there.
Wait, you just made a comment, just a minute. You said scientific thinking, is there multiple universes?
Exist.
Exist. That's scientific thinking?
Hmm?
You say that's scientific thinking?
Let me put it this way. Thinking of by scientists.
Because scientists think, is that scientific thinking? That's not scientific thinking, but I'll go on. Scientists think. Go ahead, I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That there are many universes out there. And I think that Stephen Hawking is one of those who mentioned it not too long ago.
Yeah, his book Grand Design. He
Now,
wrote it.
if there are multiple universes out there, would that affect your logic at all?
Yes.
I didn't ask you, I asked him.
Okay, I'm going to answer yes. All right.
Say I.
If there were multi-universes out there, and I say multi, it would have to be, by the way, and I had a slide, this was on a different presentation. They have, and I'm talking about quantum physicists have made this number, not me. For there to be a universe such as ours that is fine-tuned the way it is, there would have had to been 10 to the 500th power universes. In other words, infinite number of universes.
Why would it have to be a universe like ours?
I don't know what they're, because I don't believe there are any other
You
universes.
said it would have, speaking about a universe like ours, it would have to. The scientists who've spoken on the subject or written on the subject have not indicated what kind of universe it would be.
Okay, the scientists that have written on the subject and spoken on the subject are not speaking from a scientific basis. They're speaking from their own personal bias.
Then why don't we
Thinking
get out,
process.
then why don't we-
There is no God, and it looks like there is, so therefore we gotta come up with multiverse. I mean, that's it.
Then why did you put up Stephen Hawking saying, I'm an atheist, there is no God?
He did say that.
Talking from his own, I'm sorry.
Did you all read that? Did you all read it? Hawking says no God? He did say that. He said there was, and he said there wasn't.
So he doesn't even know.
No.
No, I'm certain he doesn't know about that. He was first. Yes, sir.
My name's Maury. I just wanted to.
Yeah, Maury, it's Maury.
I think, I'm thinking of this, I want to change the question, the first question. Is the universe fine-tuned for life? I think about it more that life, especially when we get to man, but if we go plant, animal, man, life does a tremendous amount of fine-tuning of the universe. I mean, I just look at this chair and how much fine-tuning work had to go into it to create it. That's all, just changing the question a little bit.